We're Lance and Christy. Join us as we build our dream. Welcome to Knight's Helm Farms. Okay, day 5, if you can believe that. Everything always takes longer than you think it's going to. Number 1 rule, always remember, it's going to take longer than you thought it would. We have 3 more purlins to put on top, right there, toward the end. And then we have 4 fascia boards to put on. And then we can start with the roofing. And we have, it's like 88, I think, out here. Big fluffy white clouds. Look at that big, beautiful, fluffy white cloud over there. And that's what's everywhere right now. So some shade is coming, like right there, we just got shade. There's a hurricane coming toward us from the west side of Mexico, coming across Mexico into Texas. And so we're supposed to be starting to get rain pretty soon, but I find it odd that those clouds are moving from east to west. So I guess that's the front side of everything. Because the ones to the west are moving north. It's kind of odd. Anyway, like always, we're just gonna do as much as we can today, and what we don't get done gets done on another day. Lance is giving the dogs water. We found out the best way to give the dogs water is just to give them a 5-gallon bucket, because if you give it to them in a shallow pan, they want to put their feet in it. And if you give them anything smaller than that, they either dump it or it runs out. So we just give them a 5-gallon bucket full of water. Beautiful out here today. Anyway, back to this. We'll get done. We'll see what we can get done today. All right, that's the last purlin going up. And then we have 4 fascia boards. And then roofing. Don't let it buck you off. Just adding some excitement.
Right.
Yeah! You're supposed to scream something like, "Whoa, Nelly," or something. I don't know.
Forsooth.
Oh my goodness. Four more screws. And then 4 more boards. And then the fun begins. You get to play with the razor blades.
What?
The roofing. It's not quite that sharp, but it's pretty sharp. Look over here. There's a Venus in the window.
Need the other bit.
The other bit? Okay.
Other bit.
That's a 30. Okay, yeah, that looks good. I can't even see that it happened. All right, 4 more boards. You want to just start on that end? Where you're at, since you got the ladders right there?
I suppose.
Okay. I'll put you back on super speed so you don't have to listen to the chickens. Somebody laid an egg. So that, my friend, is what you do when you're afraid of heights. How high is that right there?
Oh.
Like 12 feet?
Something.
And it wasn't easy. That was not easy. Don't think about the hard ground. You're fine.
Got it there?
Yeah. It's there. Good?
Yep.
Okay. From. Huh?
It's so crooked.
Yeah. We built it.
It looks pretty bad once we get these on there.
I don't know.
Because this one's like at a 10-degree angle compared to that one.
Do I need to? You need that in and walk the ladder. Oh, you gotta put screws. got a few more screws on that one, and then one more fascia board to go. Need more screws?
Nope.
So that's your executive assistant
Yes.
over here?
Yes.
Arthur! He's going for the shade.
Yes.
Yes.
My
And then-
executive assistant is smarter than we are. He's going for the shade, and he had someone else do all the work.
And who's that?
That right there would be the maitre d' of the interior.
The maitre d' of the interior. The
She has-
interior prime minister.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can see her or not.
She, yeah.
Venus Vivian Williamson.
The maitre d', I don't know. I'm not exactly sure what her rank is. She has all kinds of responsibilities.
Yes.
She puts the dogs in line when necessary. She's in charge of all boxes.
All boxes.
She does all of the box testing to make sure they are durable enough to hold at least one cat.
Yes.
Beyond that, she also is kind of like the bouncer. She will run in and break up other fights.
Yep.
And
She's
has
trained
a lot of
Artemis
patience.
well too.
Yes. Artemis, yeah, I don't know what she's done to Artemis, but Artemis literally goes spastic. So Artemis will want to play with the cats who are 1/10 her size, and she jumps and she hops and she draws back and all this kind of stuff and does little nose attacks and all that, but that's about it. That's about as docile as you can get for a dog that has gone into hyper mode, you know. And then Venus will go ahead and do a few hundred slaps in a matter of half a second,
Yes.
and then that backs Artemis off.
Rapid fire.
Yeah, my executive assistant left it completely.
He went under the truck, I think.
Oh my goodness. I was gonna have him do the interview
Oh.
because I look a little frazzled. His hair looks much better than mine.
Yeah.
It's pretty windy out here, and it's not really hot. It's only 87
It's
compared
just
to,
humid.
compared to what we had. It's like 40 degrees less than what we had
Yeah.
a month ago.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's extremely humid. It's like, what did they say, 328% humidity?
Just miserable. It just says
Like that.
miserable. on
Miserable
the-
humidity.
Yeah. On the
Yeah,
humidity gauge, it
does
just
like
says miserable.
10, 20, 30, 40, 50, miserable.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's where we're at. We did start getting a breeze, too late, and the cloud cover was pretty cool to begin with.
But it's
But all the
kind of
clouds went that
non-existent
way
now.
Yeah, all the cloud cover's gone that way, and now we have mostly open
We've got
skies.
these little itty bitty tiny ones now.
Yes.
So we're calling it a day
Yes.
for the day.
Yes.
And we're expecting rain from that hurricane. So this is probably a, I mean, we got all the wood on there, so everything is pretty much tied together.
And as you can see, the rain could happen at any moment.
If it, it's supposed to start later tonight.
Gotcha.
If it wasn't all buttoned up like this and it got wet, it could warp even worse. So
Right.
I feel pretty good about leaving it in this state.
Yep.
It would have been nice to have the roof on for the rainstorm so I could sit out here with my hot tea and all that, but
Yeah. Everything takes longer than you expect, and
that's how I opened this video. Like,
Yes.
just number one rule, always remember it always takes longer
Yeah.
than you think it will.
Well, and part of the reason though too is, I mean, we don't do this all the time. If you had a regular construction crew or a roofing crew, they'd be boom up there, zip zap, and all that.
Yeah,
kind
it'd
of
be done
stuff,
in a
and
day.
We're sitting there spending 50% of our time figuring out how to get the ladders there.
Where to put the
so-
ladder.
Because me, like she said, I'm kind of afraid of heights. This doesn't scare me too much, but my other problem is, how do you hold a board when the ladder doesn't give you enough leverage to push up against that board and hold it in place while you're screwing.
And you still have to have pressure on the drill
Yeah,
and not fall over backward.
right.
Yeah.
So, you know,
But it looks really good.
it looks really good.
I'm very pleased with how we're going.
Yep.
Just a little
I
bit
mean,
at a
it looked
time.
pretty awesome just as it is there.
Yeah.
But yeah, we want to collect rainwater, and especially, like a lot of you know, listening to the rainfall on a steel roof sounds pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be amazing.
Yeah. So, yeah, I
Gonna
think that'll
be
good.
amazing.
Yep. So that's what we will continue with, is putting the roofing on.
Next is metal, yeah.
Yep.
And then we're done.
Yep.
I say that like it's a simple thing.
Yeah. We think we might get it done in one day.
It's just the metal. All we
Maybe.
got to do is the
Maybe
metal.
Yeah. Because we do have to cut it first.
Yeah,
We got
12 footers.
we were looking all over the place for the right size, couldn't really find the right size. But they had 10 foot, which is essentially what we need. Problem with that is that the 10 foot we could find, you had to order, and it was really expensive. But we found, I think it's because it was
Well,
like
it was
3
like
feet wide.
$100 more.
Yeah.
Yeah, to do the 10 footers that were 3
Yeah.
feet wide than it was to do the 12 footers that were 2
2
feet wide.
Yes.
And then we have to cut off 2 feet
So,
off of each
yeah,
one.
We'll cut off that. And, I mean, that extra 2 feet of whatever, you know, might be good to have down the road anyways. I mean, one of our first projects
Yeah.
was this.
I was just thinking we could put a different roof on this and
Yeah.
make it match, yeah.
Yeah, this is one of our first projects that we did for Gypsy when she was going to have the babies. And since then, we've had
Merlin had
3
her babies in
generations-
there.
3 generations, basically, of cats
Yeah.
that have had their babies in there. And that roofing is original, and it's the white wavy stuff, as you can see.
Yeah.
It doesn't last a really long time. I mean, it's been up there for over 3 years now.
But on the other hand, if we put the silver there, it's going to get really hot and the cats won't want to lay on it like they do.
Well, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I say just leave that until
Till
it
it decays.
completely. Whoa!
Yeah.
Hang on.
Oh, jeez, earthquake.
I dropped you.
Yeah, but yeah, we'll definitely have uses for it.
Yeah.
We don't let too much go to waste.
No, we always have scrap
We-
wood projects.
Yeah, we got scrap wood over here. We'll definitely
Yeah.
find something to do with it.
So we
Both
bought.
of us see a bench in the making right there.
Yeah, a bench in the making. We bought 21 of the 1x6s, and just because we didn't, when you measure something, we knew we needed 20 of them, but, well, actually 24, and we bought 25. But this one is a good thing too, because this one is pretty split. So it's pretty much scrap wood at this point. It goes, this split goes almost all the way through. Can you see that? But the rest of it's good. So, yeah, between that and these are the bananas that we took off up there, the top and the down. And then this is the leftovers. So yeah, there's a bench here. I see a bench. Most people would not see a bench, but I see a bench. But anyway, yeah, so this is looking really good. We've got lots of plans, stuff to do later as we go through this, but the next step is going to be to put the roofing on. So yeah, we finished that last row of purlins all the way across, and then we put the fascia board on. And now we're going to go get something cold to drink, because it's hot
I got another
and miserable. Oh,
fair weather construction worker.
lucky do.
Lucky do.
Lucky
So-
do's and loot.
Yep. Lucky and Hope are the most docile, cuddly cats you could ever imagine. Initially, when we first got them, I thought they'd been declawed because you never even feel their claws, but no, they have them. They're just always retracted.
They just act like indoor cats.
Yeah.
They were dumped on Christmas night, and we adopted them, brought them in,
Yes,
kept
I
them
say
from
hi.
freezing to death.
Go say hi. Say hi. Ooh. Maybe not. Yeah, absolutely lovable. They also eat like pigs. So they're our heftiest cats.
Well, I
They're
say-
not heaviest by far. They're not
No.
the heaviest, but they're the most rotund.
Rotund, yes,
Yes.
that's a good word.
Yeah.
I'd say he's a yellow cat in a gray cat body or suit because he's kind of dumb and he's overweight.
Yeah.
Just like a yellow cat.
Hope's even worse.
Yeah.
She eats so much that when you see her run, they have memes with really, really large fat cats running. She's not that bad, but when she runs, you definitely see her sides out around her arms when she's
Yeah.
going. You know,
Yeah. Go basketball
her
with the legs.
Yeah. So yeah, she's pretty funny. All right, so we're gonna finish up for today. Like she said, put everything away, go get massive quantities of liquids of different kinds. So we will see you next time on Bites Home Farms.
Where we don't know what we're doing, but we're doing it anyway.
We're taking damage in the process.